Now, with any niche game or topic, you don't get a lot of love and attention. So when you see that small thing you love being mentioned, you're like, holy shit, insert niche topic is mentioned. Well, maimai isn't any different from those niche games where regular people wouldn't know. So let's go through moments that made the maimai community act this way. It's a bit surreal seeing one of the biggest content creators, Pewdiepie, play and talk about your favorite video game. Although it does make sense, because since he lives in Japan, he gotta milk the shit out of this country for its content, like other English creators moving to Japan. Unlike the hundreds of Japanese arcade videos only talking about crane games, Pewdiepie actually talks about the other arcade games that aren't just glorified gambling. Well, that can actually be debatable, to be honest. He reviews the arcade games he plays and puts them on a tier list, which includes a bunch of rhythm games alongside our beloved maimai. The small segment where he reviews maimai was funny, because it's like the average beginner experience. He gets stuck on the tutorial without knowing how to skip it in the first place, and then he gets a bit cocky and jumps into playing an expert with the default settings, so he can't read it. Most casuals will just give up and call this game shit after that miserable experience, but surprisingly he placed maimai at A tier, right under Juni. Like, why bro? Like, why did he put mid at S tier? Speaking about English content creators that live in Japan to milk the content around it, CdawgVA or Connor, one of the three hosts of the popular podcast Trash Taste, along with having his own YouTube channel and hosting a bunch of events for charities, he goes out and live streams a lot, and there's a shorter clip of him playing maimai with his friend. Just like Pewdiepie, he makes the same mistake of jumping into an expert.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude.
The chat is roasting the shit out of him because he has no clue what he's doing, and then he gets destroyed by his friend who actually passed the chart while he only got 44%.
It's like golf, right? It's lower the better, right? D for me.
There was this news article talking about maimai published by the South China Morning Post. It was titled, "I want to play this game so much. Maimai arcade video game craze draws University of California student to Hong Kong and she isn't alone." The article is pretty self-explanatory. Li Xiyang, a Chinese student at UC, chose an exchange program just to play maimai, which is pretty insane. She's really not going to factor in the other aspects like the education there, or the cost of living, or the quality of life in Hong Kong. I would like to learn more about the situation, but too bad the website is locked behind a paywall. Anywho, after the publication of this article, the South China Morning News posted on their YouTube a short video about maimai, which is surreal seeing a popular news outlet talk about something so niche. A news reporter goes out to the arcades in Hong Kong, gives an overview of the game, and then interviews one of the players. Not gonna lie, this guy is like an absolute troll. He picks Regulus, a level 14 plus, for the reporter's first song. He's a new player, you could just made him play the basic chart. Like, just reach over to his side and change the difficulty to something at his skill level. Although it was funny seeing him try a 14 plus for the first time, like, just look how clueless he is. It's adorable. Speaking about news reports, it's really random, but there was this Vietnamese news report. It was about the capital Hanoi banning phone use in schools, and at the 2-minute and 55-second mark, you can see someone playing on their phone during class. Although it's not exactly maimai because I don't think a school can host an arcade machine on campus. It's Astro DX, the phone variant of the game, and they're playing some expert level chart. It's kinda ironic this situation because Astro DX is supposed to be kept low key because the legality of the game is a bit questionable, but this clip was aired on national TV. Probably millions of Vietnamese locals have seen the existence of Astro DX. Although, we're safe because people that watch the news are all boomers. They aren't gonna know what maimai is or even care, along with the fact that none of them are Sega employees, so they won't cease and desist Astro DX. We can't forget about the video that broke the maimai community. I can't even show it because I'm gonna get age restricted, but to describe it, it's a guy humping the maimai machine to a blue archive character getting railed. Has a casual 8 million views on Twitter and 41k likes. I made another video talking more about the situation if you want to know more, but basically the tweet blew up so much that other people that don't even know what maimai is saw this clip and was disgusted by it.
Whoever does this needs to be put in prison with the key thrown into the ocean, and I'm being so serious. this.
referring to the fact that the blue archive character is 16, but then he refers to maimai as an animated VR game. Like, bro has no idea what a rhythm game is. Anywho, sending this video to a maimai player is like calling the gay person the meatballs they made in South Britain. They're gonna be really pissed off at you, because it's like a personal attack. Maimai shouldn't be defined as a hentai game. It's much more than that. Now, obviously, maimai isn't a hentai game. If you do the tiniest bit of research, then you'll find out that this is a mod, not a real chart. But the damages are irreversible to the community. We're never beating the allegations here. Although, the most liked maimai tweet is actually a bit more family friendly. Nothing about banging anime characters that are only 16. It's a person playing the new KOP chart, Divide Impera, and they're on an AP run until he fucks up on one of the last notes and falls down. And then someone retweets this saying it looks like someone opened a trap door below him. It has 124k likes. Like, I'm surprised that this simple tweet got so many likes. Is there even that many maimai players in the first place? But that's pretty much it. I can't really talk more about this tweet. At least the Plop video was funny to watch the community freak out and react to it. Now, with maimai being a rhythm game, it means that there are a large variety of songs. So what is the most popular maimai song there is? Well, if you want to count all the songs featured, then it's clearly any of the pops and anime songs. It's pretty obvious the most popular one. From the hit anime Oshi no Ko has 550 million views on YouTube and 425 million on Spotify. The maimai short has only 6.9 million views. The views just fall short of a certain video we mentioned. But what about the maimai original songs? Well, there's plenty of iconic ones that reach over 1 million views on YouTube, like Rapita, Tsunagide, Garakura Dollplay. But the top 3 most popular ones based on YouTube views that I could find were Oshama Scramble Uncut, Modoru at 4 million, and then M Era at 5.1 million views. I'm surprised Oshama Scramble wasn't number 1, because I feel like it's the most iconic maimai song ever. Like, all the YouTube videos playing this song has a lot of views, and every rhythm game that collabs with maimai always has a song, especially with Osu, where one of the maps has 4.4 million plays. Well, those are some moments where maimai went to the mainstream light, or just outside its niche circle. I mean, those are the ones I could remember. There are probably more that I miss. Anywho, feel free to like, subscribe, and watch my other maimai videos about learning life skills through the game, or even learning about the game itself. Okay, thank you, bye bye.